Hello and welcome back to Celeb Factor. It seems that Dr. Phil doesn't only entertain teenagers and young adults who are all messed up, there are older people who are equally or perhaps worse than young teens. Today we take a look at some crazy people who were Dr. Phil's guests and were not teens, one of them being Lindsay Lohan's mom. Watch as she embarrasses herself on stage. Stay tuned. Before we start with the video, however, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications and updates. This way you will never miss another video. With that said, let's jump straight into today's video. Are we rolling? Lindsay Lohan has always made the headlines for the wrong reasons over the last decade. Meanwhile, her mother, Dina, has been accused of being a bad mom and riding the celebrity coattails of her daughter. In an interview on the Dr. Phil show in 2012, she tried setting all the records straight regarding the negative press she had received following her daughter's downward spiral. Things didn't go exactly as planned, as she actually ended up making things worse by appearing on the show. During her interview, she kept asking if they were rolling and at one point tried to fist bump Dr. Phil for being his toughest guest. He tried really hard not to lose his patience with her. Throughout the interview, she seemed distracted and appeared to have a hard time answering the questions she was asked. When he called her phony and unauthentic, she ended up interrupting him, and she made everyone cringe with her behavior that seemed to stem from her either being drunk or under the influence. Dina probably was partly the reason behind her daughter's unstable life in the past decade after all. She could have offered her daughter emotional support, rather she was embarrassing herself on the Dr. Phil show. The Sugar Baby. Up next, we have a young woman named Riley who appeared as a guest on the Dr. Phil show. She called herself a professional sugar baby, meaning that she would befriend rich older men and keep them company in exchange for money. Things, however, got weird when her mother was introduced, and she explained how her daughter was teaching her, the mother, to be a sugar baby as well. Riley's mom recalled an incident where the two had stripped down to their underwear and whipped a man in exchange for $300. Although she later admitted that it was pretty awkward, she also added that she was proud of her daughter for being a businesswoman who makes her own money and calls the shots. This was obviously awkward for the viewers, and they were left shocked by Riley's mom's claims. It was definitely one of the weirdest episodes on the Dr. Phil show. Crazy obsessions. Many people fantasize about marrying their favorite singer or sports star one day, but this next guest was actually married and had kids when she developed an obsession for marrying her favorite country singer, Kip Moore. Apparently, the singer made an eye contact with her while singing Hey Pretty Girl. Talk about love at first sight. Jenna later decided she'd run away with Kip, leaving her husband and kids behind. During a meet and greet, she had the singer sign her back and later even had the signature tattooed. She even sent him a pizza with a love note and her number inside, as well as wrote him a 12-page love letter. Understandably, her husband Travis called her delusional. Travis claimed that Jenna had spent their mortgage money on Kip Moore tickets before sending him a message after the concert informing him that she didn't love him anymore and that she was divorcing him to be with Kip. The show obviously contacted the country singer, who gave a statement that he had met many delusional fans like her who built up a fantasy in their heads based on the fact that he had made eye contact during a concert or a meet and greet, when he was simply trying to be nice and make himself accessible to fans. Jenna ended up claiming that she was aware of that and didn't have any illusions of being with Kip. She may have not felt embarrassed during the interview, however, we and her husband surely felt embarrassed for her while watching this weird interview. Delusional with her ex. This next guest was another delusional woman obsessed with her ex, whom she claimed was communicating with her through music on the radio. Her family, meanwhile, believed she was mentally unstable. According to Sheila, her ex Simon left the house a couple of years ago before she appeared on the show. According to her, he said that he would be back with a limo and a big bouquet of flowers. After that, she never saw him again, but he apparently told her that he had programmed a radio station so that they could connect at a deeper level. Sheila believed that her boyfriend Simon was sending her clues through the songs she heard on the radio. She also claimed she had seen him multiple times, and when she filed a missing people's report with the police, she was told that he was fine and doing well, and that he didn't want to see her anymore. Despite this, she was still delusional and believed that police were so conspiring against her. Unfortunately for Sheila, the Dr. Phil show invited her boyfriend to come on the show and meet her face to face. He did in fact meet her and told her He was in no way trying to communicate with her. The worst and perhaps cringiest part was when she tried to hug him and he refused. We feel sad for Sheila, but it looks like she was obsessed by someone who didn't love her at all. That brings us to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching!